Last year, passenger complaints jumped 9%, even though hardly anyone new squeezed on board. And now a looming Real ID cutoff, plus a harsher lithium-battery ban, are rewiring airport rules overnight. Before your next flight becomes a test of patience and your wallet, stick around. I'm about to hand you 8 proven tricks that turn 2025 air travel from chaos into cruise control. Exit row seats look like a mini miracle. Basketball player legroom for coach class money. The catch? Airlines now price that miracle anywhere from $60 to $165 each way. Yet for years, hundreds of people slipped into those same rows for free. And the method is almost comically simple. Step 1 happens before you've even printed a boarding pass. Greet the check-in agent with genuine warmth. Names matter. And then drop this line. I'm a certified emergency exit helper because I've actually trained on those door mechanisms during first aid drills. The magic word isn't helper, it's because. Behavioral scientists found that giving any reason, even a flimsy one, boosts compliance rates by up to 50%. Most agents have a quota of able-bodied adults they must sprinkle into exit rows. Offer to solve their staffing puzzle, and half the time they'll waive the fee. If the agent can't or won't budge, pivot to phase 2. Board early, scan for empty exit seats, and politely ask the lead flight attendant if she still needs certified helpers. Show the same calm confidence you'd want beside you in an emergency. Cabin crews care more about attitude than airline status, and once the door closes, unpaid upgrades are at their sole discretion. The worst case scenario is the seat you paid for. The best case is an instant, fee-free leg extension, and that's just secret 1. The program, once called SPOT, short for Screening Passengers by Observation Techniques, never died. It just shed its unpopular name after a Government Accountability Office report shredded its scientific basis. The new checklist lives on, teaching officers to eyeball exaggerated yawning, open staring eyes, or even a face that looks suddenly paler after a fresh shave. Understand that the officers running those blue-gloved gauntlets are wired to see stress where stress might not exist. Smile naturally, but skip the nervous chatter. Keep your pockets visibly empty, your belt already in the tray, and your gaze on your own bag. Overperforming friendliness looks like a cover. Icy silence looks like defiance. Aim for unremarkable. If you do get pulled aside, don't volunteer travel history unless asked, and never joke about prohibited items. Officers log remarks, the quiet nod, the single word answer, and a calm hand position diffuse the situation faster than charm ever will. Clear of security? Great. Now the real bounty hunters start circling. At ultra-low-cost airlines, your carry-on is their commission check. Spirit and Frontier pay gate agents $5 for every oversized bag they catch, plus similar payouts for big front seat upsells and overweight checked luggage. That bounty system converts friendly counterstaff into zealous fee hunters, especially near the month's revenue cutoff. Your defense is camouflage. Ditch the glossy roller and use a matty black duffel or backpack. Keep it beneath the seat or between your legs while you wait, preferably behind a pillar or far from the podium. The agent's binocular-like scan starts long before boarding zones are called. If you're close on dimensions, do not self-check your bag in the sizer cage within line of sight. Instead, wander to an empty gate and test there. Cameras rarely monitor those bins, giving you a chance to redistribute weight into jacket pockets or toss non-essentials into a companion's tote. Remember, once the agent sees your bag hover halfway above that metal bar, the fee is inevitable. Arguing only alerts a supervisor who earns the same bounty. Quietly added to the TSA rulebook this spring, spare lithium-ion batteries must ride in carry-on, capped at 2 spares under 160 watt-hours per flyer. Power banks left in checked luggage now get flagged for mandatory bag pulls that can delay an entire flight. The trap is that many smart suitcases hide a power bank in a zippered shell. If you forget to unplug it before checking the bag, the X-ray tech will stop the belt, summon an officer, and haul your case back landside. Your best case scenario is sprinting down 3 floors to sign a waiver. Worst case, the bag flies without you. Your solution? Tape a neon luggage tag to every battery pack, carry on only, and use the suitcase's release clip every single time. Better yet, buy a pack rated under 100 watt-hour. Those seldom draw extra scrutiny. When American Airlines passengers in Charlotte saw their inbox fill with 15 separate 30-minute delay notices, they weren't victims of clerical error. They were watching a strategy in action. Airlines prefer micro-delays for 3 reasons. It keeps restless travelers from defecting to other carriers, reduces mobs demanding food vouchers, and lets them undelay if a maintenance fix happens faster than feared. Never rely on the gate display alone. While you read this, your inbound Jets transponder pings free services like FlightAware and Flight Radar 24. Plug the flight number into your phone. If the plane you're waiting for left Denver 20 minutes ago, but your app shows it's still over Kansas, tack an extra hour onto that so-called half-hour delay. That single data point can buy you a proper meal or the nerve to rebook before every seat vanishes. But sometimes the jet arrives and your seat still disappears, thanks to algorithms playing travel fortune teller. American Airlines deploys Aura, automated reaccommodation, which predicts when you'll miss your connection and gifts your seat to someone else before you even sprint off the first plane. United, by contrast, launched Connection Saver, an AI assistant that holds certain flights a few minutes so tight connection passengers can sprint aboard. If Aura targets you, you'll see a text message that sounds helpful. We've proactively protected you on a later flight. Translation: your original seat is gone. The moment that ping arrives, march to a service desk and request involuntary denied boarding compensation, plus meal and hotel vouchers. US regulations require carriers to pay when the bump wasn't your choice, and many agents quietly honor that policy if you cite the phrase. United flyers, meanwhile, should keep the airline app open. Connection Saver sends pop-up maps guiding you to held gates. Sprint when it says sprint. Those holds rarely exceed 7 minutes. Either way, the algorithm isn't evil. It's just indifferent. Know its rules, and you turn software into an ally instead of an enemy. After 2 decades of postponements, May 7th, 2025 is final. No real ID compliant license, no domestic flight for adults over 18. Many travelers assume a passport fixes everything. Yet 84 airports now run trials where the boarding pass disappears, and a facial recognition kiosk verifies both identity and flight details. If the camera can't match you, think swollen eye, heavy mask, or even a bad hair day, agents kick you into the manual line, where backup ID is mandatory. Carry 2 forms, passport book or card, plus your license. If the kiosk freezes, ask for the opt-out manual verify. TSA policy demands they provide one. And remember, the real ID star in the corner matters more than the hologram. No star, no boarding, no refund. Record complaints, new fees, algorithmic seat shuffles. 2025 feels like a rigged carnival. Yet now you own the cheat sheet. From charming your way into exit row luxury to sidestepping the lithium battery sting, you're 8 moves ahead of the average traveler. Still Googling, why did TSA take my power bank? Have any of these traps already cost you money? Or do you have a trick I missed? Drop it in the comments so we can crowdsource an even better survival guide. See you in the next Departure Lounge.